Good morning, everyone. So today is Ash Wednesday, which marks the beginning of Lent for us. I'm Catholic, and there's something that the priest said. So typically in Lent, this is a time where we're working with Jesus to the 40 days before he died and resurrected. Like, this is the epic season for Christendom. So because the salvation is Jesus had to die and rose again in order for us to be able to have salvation and reconcile to God. But particularly if you're fasting this period of time, there was something the priest said that I wanted to share because it resonated with me and maybe it might help somebody as they go through their 40 days journey. He said, you fast from the things that you find pleasure in, but you abstain from sin. You don't fast from sin, you give up sin. So if you commit fornication, you commit adultery, pornography, there's any addiction you're struggling with your life, that is a sin. You are not fasting from it. You can't say, okay, because of this period of time, I'm not going to fornicate and then I'm going to continue after Lent. No, you give up sin, but you fast from your pleasures. Food is something you can fast from, but many people have just reduced fasting to just food. If you're somebody that eats once a day, like my husband can go all day without eating, right? For him, that fasting is not really going to make so much sense because it's not going to take anything from him. He's not a food person particularly. But you're a foodie, somebody who likes food, you think about food, you eat 3 or 4 times a day, then you can give up food and it will really be painful. If you're somebody who is addicted to your phone, social media, there are certain things that you do, alcohol. It's not if you drink once in a month. That might not really feel it. So think about the pleasures. Those are the things that you fast from. But when you fast and you don't also pray, you're just dieting. But if you fast and you pray, so whenever you give up that your pleasure, I want to go on social media, maybe I spend 3, 4, 5 hours on social media every day and I decide that for Lent, I'm going to cut it down to 30 minutes or to 1 hour. Those are my pleasures that I will feel when I set my alarm clock and it tells me, oh, you need to get off social media. I know that I need to do something else in return for doing that social media. So I'm giving up that pleasure, but then I give that pleasure back to God by reading my Bible verse, praying. So that is how you fast. So if you're somebody who is wondering, fasting is just about food. Fasting is not just about food. Fasting is fasting from your pleasures, but make sure you give up sin. And I pray the Lord gives up the grace to be able to go through this spiritual period. So when he dies, we die with him, our sin dies, and then we rise with him on Easter Sunday. Have a fantastic week. God bless you.